everyone, I'm Keely and this is Voice of a Creative, and today I'm here to share with you my February makes. So this video is coming to you a little late. It's right at the end of March now, but I have had a few weeks break from filming, and that's just because of my return to school. I've been a lot busier than I thought I would be with getting back into school, teaching the students in real life and actually prepping my lessons and things like that. But I have really enjoyed the return. I'm so glad to be teaching in a classroom again, even though we do have some things due to the continued COVID situation. But I'm happy to be cleaning tables and wearing a visor and mask if it means that we can be back in the classroom, and I'm really enjoying that. So I'm hoping to bring you a few more videos over the next few weeks because it is the Easter holidays coming up. And hopefully I will have a little bit more time to do some sewing. I really haven't been sewing much in February and March or buying much fabric, and it's more that I've just been focusing on doing things around the house and getting my schoolwork up together so I can teach the students, doing a few art workshops as well, and yeah, just focusing on relaxing in things, which means I haven't really had time to film. My schedule is likely to be a little bit more kind of erratic now. I don't have as much energy as I used to at the moment. I'm still recovering from surgery, although that was a few months ago now. And I do want to keep up my YouTube channel, but I think doing weekly videos will be a little bit too much for me. So if you don't see a video from me one week, please don't worry. It's just because I haven't maybe had time to film, but I do want to keep some really lovely content coming for you. And I just need to make sure that I'm looking after myself as well as finding the time to do that. So let's get on with my February makes. So I actually only made 3 things in February, and they were all the same sewing pattern. So I got the Jackson tee and pullover pattern from Helens Closet. I was really excited about this pattern. I love Helens Closet patterns, and it's just a relaxed fit tee, and you can also make it as a jumper with cuffing and ribbing around the bottom as well. So I've only made the t-shirt version so far. I do plan to make the pullover version, and when I do, I will publish a full review video, but I just wanted to show you the different versions that I made. So the Jackson tee is available in sizes 0 to 34. I will put the measurements of the smallest and largest sizes in the notes below the video, so just check that out if you want to see the actual measurements. I made 2 Jackson tees for myself, one out of a viscose jersey and one out of a cotton jersey, and I made one for my husband as well. For the t-shirts for me, I made the size 12. In this version, I didn't grade out at the hip, but in the second version I did. I shortened the sleeves a little bit on both versions just because I feel like sometimes when the sleeves are longer on me, it's like here, I feel quite wide across my body, and so I do prefer just a shorter sleeve. And I did also lower the neckline. I've said this many times before, I do much prefer a lower neckline, and the actual neckline comes up more here, which if it adjusts about a bit does irritate my scar, and also just feels a little bit too high up for me, so I did lower the neckline as well. This is the first version that I made, and this is in a burgundy viscose jersey. I can't quite remember where I got it from. I get really confused between the plain fabrics in my stash. So it's really lovely drapey quality, and the neckband went in nicely. I adjusted it slightly, but let me just stand up and show you. So this is the first version. This is just the hip length. I think the regular length, I didn't add any length to it. I think it's a nice length for wearing with skinny jeans or like a high-waisted jean. I like the length of the sleeve, and I do love the drapey look of this. And I think I much prefer this version to the second version that I made. But really lovely casual t-shirt. I'm looking forward to wearing it with skirts because it'll have that lovely blouse effect, as well as jeans on the weekend. And I think it's just a perfect casual look for me. So let me just get changed so I can show you the next one. So this is my next version. I actually made this as a pajama top, and it works so well. If you're looking for a looser fit t-shirt to wear as part of a pajama set, I would definitely recommend this. I made this in a cotton jersey in this beautiful cat fabric that I got from Lamazi Fabrics. I love all the different cats on it. I like to imagine this one's Bramble and this one is Kiki. but I love this design. So again, with this, I lowered the neckline and I shortened the sleeve, and I did actually for this one grade out to a 14 at the hip. I think it's because this is a cotton jersey rather than a viscose jersey, but I'm quite glad I did, and especially because this is for me to wear to bed, I want it to be slightly looser fitting. So let me just stand up and show you. So you can see that this is slightly more boxy because of their slightly heavier weight fabric, less drapey fabric, but it's super comfortable to wear. From the back, this is what it's like. Now I did lengthen this one just a little bit, so it's slightly longer, so I think I lengthened it by like 2 inches. I can't remember quite what the length of the pattern is compared to this. I just compared it with the Plantain Tee by Deer & Doe to get this length. So I'm really happy with this, perfect to wear to sleep in, really comfy, and I love the little cat pattern. So that's that one. I'm really looking forward to making it in the pullover version, and I also am looking forward to making that for my husband as well, because one of the key features of this pattern is it is a gender neutral pattern. And with that in mind, I would like to show you a version that I made for my husband. So I made the version for my husband out of this cotton jersey. This was from Lamazi Fabrics. It's just their regular cotton jersey, again in this lovely burgundy colour. And yes, I did make basically matching t-shirts for us. I just thought that was quite funny. So mine was the viscose jersey, but this is a cotton jersey because that's better for men's clothing. It's more similar to the t-shirts that he already has. So I made a few adjustments with this for my husband. So my husband is 6'2", and so I went on the adjustments that Helen made for Sam in the pattern details that she now has on her website. So any of the samples she makes, she puts the sizes of the model, which is really good because then that helps you to know what adjustments you might make. So this was the first version I made for my husband, and I will tell you the adjustments I made. So I lengthened the body of the pattern by 4 inches. I also made the size 12 for him because actually our kind of chest sizes are the same. And I lengthened the sleeves by 1 inch, so I lengthened it from here. But Helen says how to do that, I think in the pattern actually, how to lengthen properly through the body. I also lengthened across the chest here by 1 inch. So it gained 1 inch here and across here. Shows you how to do that in the pattern. And then I did take it in a little bit at the sides for him. So he's a little bit bigger at the top and then is smaller kind of going down. Now, one thing I would say is I didn't have quite enough fabric to finish the hem properly. And actually in this jersey, that's not ideal because it is rolling a little bit. So I am going to put a tiny little hem on for him because it is quite irritating, but it is a little bit too short. I think I added 4 inches to the pattern, but then I didn't actually use those 4 inches when I cut it out of this fabric because I was just trying to do a test version. So it is still wearable, he does still wear it, but he would like it to be a little bit longer, which I will action in the next one I make. It fits him really nicely. It's so lovely to have a pattern that I can wear, but also my husband can wear as well. And I'm looking forward to making some more versions for him. But yeah, that turned out really well as well. So there we go, my 3 makes for February. I am hoping to get some sewing done this weekend, so I actually have some makes to show for March, but as yet I haven't really done much sewing other than putting a PDF pattern together. But that's mainly because I'm trying to go through my wardrobe and work out what I actually wear and do a little bit of work on my dream wardrobe, which of course I will share with you when I've got a little bit more to say about that. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please press the thumbs up and subscribe if you want to hear more from me. Goodbye.